we're gonna take the trim around the door, and we're also gonna install the trim around the floor since we have the tile in now. But we wanna get a good idea of where to make our 45-degree angle cuts. So thicker end, narrow end, and this is just universal trim that I found. Now we're gonna cut this with more room than we need. Look at that again. So that one's pretty close to where the door frame is. So I want a little bit more so I can slowly trim that down as needed. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this at a 45-degree angle. So I'm gonna cut it a little bit more than I need. And then I can always trim it down. I'm gonna go ahead and get that cut first. Let's go match that up, and then we can come back in here and kind of trim it down as needed. All right, that looks good. That's right on the mark. So I'm going to go ahead and go cut this next segment at 28. It's going to be a little bit longer because we're going to bring this up closer intentionally. So we can cut it down, make sure everything is matching up right. Good, that looks good. I'm going to trim that one down about 1/8 of an inch at a time. All right, so that blade is going to take about 1/8 of an inch off. So I've got it where it just slightly overhangs. That should get us there. Narrow spot on this side. What I did was I wanted this smaller tapered part to be up here close. So I trimmed off the fatter portion of it. It still gives me what I want. I still have the angles that I need. And so I'm going to use that instead. And then everything will match up once I get this other angle over here cut correctly and still nail it in, yeah, without any buckling. So I'm going to start on this side of the line, and I'll slowly take more off as I need to. Close. So before I do anything else, I want to show you what I was doing with the table saw. So this is my jig here. That's what I used to cut that piece off. And before I move, all right, now we got to cut these angles at the right angle at a 45-degree. She's deaf, so she can't hear this. All that looks good. Alright, that's looking pretty good, pretty level there. Get my gun. That's okay if that one. Just want to make sure everything's good there. I don't think we'll get any bowing on that, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in. Alright. Malfunction. What the hell? I just locked myself in here. Is it? Oh, there's a nail that curved around and went through the door. That's crazy. So that nail, that's why you don't want to keep your hands too close to the nail gun, curves around and went into the door and locked me in. Okay, we got it in now. We nailed ourselves in because that curved around. But I'm gonna paint over that. I'll sand it out, and because I gotta come back in and repaint after doing all of this. But yeah, I think that's gonna look pretty good.